You know what, YouTubers? I'm just going to blur out exactly how I've been feeling, what my thoughts on all the current events that's been happening lately, and just lash out exactly how I feel because it is time for me to vent about my opinions on gay marriage and the whole Rachel D. I don't know how to say her last name correctly, and just my opinions on what's going to happen in the future. But let's just get into it. Anyway, my opinion on gay marriage, I support it to the fullest. I am very happy that everybody is equally able to get married. Straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, they can get married to whoever. Well, just don't do an open marriage, like an open relationship, and then like both y'all get married at the same time. It's kind of like Wives, like Seven Wives, Four Wives, that show that you're talking about. But anyway, you just get my point. But I'm very happy because it is about time that we're like almost there. In my opinion, we're almost there. We're not quite there yet. I think the only thing that needs to be equal, in my opinion, is us as black people, African American people, all types of all types of rights. I feel like that rights has been overdue for so long. Like I know that gay rights have been fighting for so long as well, but we've been fighting this for like 400 years, dealing with slavery, and then dealing with the leaders that unfortunately passed away, like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X. Now we have leaders like, Obama, which I give props to because he's the one that's been doing all the rights, that's been capturing Osama bin Laden, has been doing well with gas, and also gay marriage. As you can see, it's absolutely amazing. But what frustrates me is like, where is our rights? Where is our black rights? Like we've been dealing with like racism from Trayvon Martin to Freddie Gray. Rest in peace to all the people who passed away due to brutality with police officers. And I find it ridiculous because we shouldn't have to fight what that should have been solved a long time ago. And then at the same time, this is why policemen are not a good look for everybody right now. This is why everybody doesn't like the police officers because of bullshit like this. And I think it's time that we stand up positively instead of just doing riots in like the one in Baltimore, which I understand the riots per se because it's kind of like the Rodney King riot. Like I wasn't born. Actually, this is a true story. My mom was pregnant with me in '92, and when she saw about that, I asked my mom and dad like a year ago, and I asked them, "Did y'all ever join a riot?" They was like, "No," because one, my mom was pregnant with me, and number two, they didn't see the point of fighting for something that is not going to be heard, or it's probably going to be forgotten about. So I can totally understand where my parents are coming from because this shit here, this shouldn't have to be talked about, or not talked about, it shouldn't have to be forgotten about. That's the best way to put it. It should be more like, for real, we need to fix this, we need to solve this, we need to figure out how are we going to help our race, help our culture. And with the whole Rachel D being pretending that she's black or whatever the case is, I actually have no problem with her wanting to be black. If she wants to be our culture, I find that cool, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like she's going to steal it from us and just take it onto her race, and then her race is copying us. That means we'll lose our own unique touch. But she has done more for our black culture than our black culture done for us. As a white person, I feel like she has done more than most white people, because most white people will not fight for us. She fought for us. Now, as a term of black leaders, there are certain black leaders I don't really think should be leading us. Like, no offense, no offense to whoever I name. For example, I appreciate Al Sharpton for certain things, and whatever they went through was a long time ago. I get that, but we need actual leaders that's been living in the today world, in the today's culture, today's environment on black race. We need leaders that can be like, yo, this is what we go through in 2015, 2014 range and what's going to happen in 2016. I mean, Obama will not be our president anymore. So that means next year we have to vote for a new president. I mean, I don't want another person that's going to act like Bush. And you know who I'm talking about. Gay, Jay, whatever his freaking name is. Des, Day, Bush, whatever his freaking name is. But are we ready for a woman president? We don't know. We'll see. It depends. But we dealt with the black president. We dealt with an actual white president that was cool with black people. Shout outs to Bill Clinton. And then we dealt with an asshole of a president, George Bush. Now I think it's time for a change that can benefit us more, that Obama put on us. If Hillary Clinton can do it, I just gotta see for myself. I gotta see which president can help us better our country and help other countries around the world be able to get good water, good food, good clothing on their backs, good volunteers to help them out. And I'm one of those people where I so want to be out there and volunteer. I just don't know where to start. I don't know which one I would choose to like. I give props to Miley Cyrus because she's helping out the LGBT community. And I know I'm one of those people that you may think is an opportunist. I actually want to try. I actually want to put more volunteer work into this community. Like, y'all give me a list of opportunities. Give me a list of communities and volunteer work that I should do. Or y'all think that will work for me. That way I can, like, help out. But besides that point. Besides the point, I'm losing my train of thought. The point that I'm trying to make is this world is not perfect. We're living in a world that we're not even sure if our black people are safe anymore. Any race is safe besides whites. I don't know if any race is going to be safe at this point because Niceno is going to be a Hispanic incident, an Asian incident, Arabian incident, all types of incidents but whites. And what bothers me now, like the Charleston church blow up, what blows me to the fullest is they're making it seem like the white dude's innocent. And he's like, I admit, I don't even like white people. Fuck black people. I don't like them at all. I just killed them because I don't like them. They like brushing it off, pretending that's not a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Nobody wants to be around a group of people who feels this way. Who wants to feel that way? I don't want to sit next to a white person and then they're calling me nigger and next thing you know, I want to fuck them up. But then I realize I'm not going to embarrass myself or my family and be on World Star. Then people are going to be looking at me like, why do you have to embarrass yourself? But this video is basically about the point that I'm trying to make is we need good leaders that actually is in our shoes as of right now, that is living with trying to get a good job, but because of the color of their skin, they won't be able to. Or people think that we're certain ways, like we're nothing but twerkers, we're nothing but pimps and hoes and criminals and stuff. Not all black people are thugs. Not all black people are hoes. So stop trying to put certain black people in a category that we're not in. And also, for those people who think that being black and talking white is wrong, let me tell you something. I am from the hood, okay? As much as I'm from the hood and I may sound white, that doesn't mean I'm white on the inside. It just means that it's how I talk. This is how I explain myself. And if you don't like it, don't talk to me. You don't have to hear my voice all the time. But thank you for watching this video on how I feel about today's culture and our black culture. Please subscribe to my YouTube account, and also if you want to leave any comments below, that's fine. And also if you want to follow me on any social media, I have a Twitter, I have a Tumblr, and I have an Instagram, which is Naja Natalia on Instagram, and then Tumblr and Twitter is Mary Jane Suicide. So subscribe and follow me on any of these social media works, okay? So I'll see y'all the next time. Mwah.